Alright, alright, alright. Oops. Gonna take just a second here and make sure everything's working just exactly right. Okay, got that. Give me just 1 second here and we'll get rolling. How's everyone doing today? Looks like we got some people jumping in already. Just taking a little bit of a moment here to get everything working just exactly right for you. Let me know how the audio sounds. Okay. Alright. So like we got Bismarck, Leaf on the Water, Legends OG, Dragos, what's up my boy? Matthias, thanks for tuning in everyone, good to see you. See a few of you have already hit the like button, I appreciate that. Alright. Looks like we got everything working just exactly right. That sounds alright. Alright, well. I think... Oh, I was gonna tweet this out. One more... Secundo. So obviously we got a lot to cover today. We'll be checking out the campaign first, then we'll go over destroyer builds, and then we'll jump right into it. Alright. Alright. I think we got everything going. I do want to let you guys know if you join my Discord, I'm currently taking submissions for gameplay replay videos. I'm gonna for sure do one, and it could potentially turn into a series if people like it. But this is kind of a chance for you to get some, you know, like a private lesson almost from me. So, but basically, I'm just asking people to submit average games, preferably losses. You know, things where there's plenty of stuff to talk about. And, well, we got Jody. What's up? Tirpitz is pretty dope. He's got it already. I knew you were going to get that. Chasky, what's up? Sidle that like button. I like it. Catch these hands. What's up? Lots of doubloons, yeah. The problem is I know I'm going to spend them, or I'm going to buy them sooner or later, so I might as well get them at the cheapest price. Alright, so what my plan is to go over the campaign first. So we'll take a look at it. But I mean, I'm not gonna scroll through this. I wrote down the rewards. I mean, I can scroll through it just for visual sake. But basically, these thalers, there's 2,475 on this screen. And someone posted on my Discord this photo that says there's 3,435 available with Admiralty backing. Now, I'm no math whiz, but I can add just fine, so I don't know where they're getting the additional thalers. But I'm assuming that's going to be part of rewards or whatever. You know, mission rewards. But I'm just going to tell you what's available here. So if you get the Admiralty backing, well, first we'll do it for free. So if you just play the campaign for free, you get 1 insignia, 5 promotion orders, 1,500 thalers, and the end result is the German crate. If you get the Admiralty backing, you get 2 additional insignias, 16 additional promotion orders, 2 commendations, 975 additional thalers, 6 days of premium, and the Tirpitz. And that's of course assuming that you complete all these missions, which probably isn't going to be all that easy to do. But first off, they did obviously when I was speculating on the patch notes, like all they had pictured was like these 2 things on the end here or something like this. You can spend the Deutschmarks on here, so I apologize if anyone took my advice and spent these. I did as well, as you can see. I do have 40. Let's go ahead and spend them. But I did say a few times that, you know, that was my speculation. So we took a gamble and lost. Sometimes it happens in life. You've seen 4 Tirpitz in the wild already? Holy shit. MLG, ahoy, what's up? Don't think people want free stuff. So here's my advice. I'm gonna operate off of the 2,475 number. First, insignia is the rarest currency in the game. I would get this for sure. That's 500, so now you're down to 19,750. Depending on what your crate situation is, like I'll probably want these. I'd need 2 more German commanders. So that's 15. That's leaving you with 900 already. Now, premium time, I put a good value on that. I personally have ground all the lines except for the German destroyers. But by the time I run out in 11 days, I'll have those completely unlocked, and I don't have credit issues at the moment. But I would probably want to buy this like the day before the campaign ends, just so when the German battleships come out, I can grind that. And, you know, I don't know. Premium time I think is pretty valuable, but it depends on where you are with the grinds. Promotion orders, you get 20 of them here for, looks like, about just shy of 800. Now that's about a half week's worth of, you know, weekly promotion orders. Still valuable in my mind. I'd probably buy these over these crates. But reading my Discord this morning, people are blowing these up. People are getting the battleships. I understand that everyone's antsy to get them. So I'm not going to blame you if you get this, but I would definitely, in fact, I would 100% budget this in. And again, I'm working off the 2,475 number. They're, you know, I don't know where this picture came from, but I'm assuming it's a Wargaming picture, obviously, and they're listing 3,435. So if that's the case, then you can buy all this stuff here and get some of these crates too. But German crates, you're going to get the ships sooner or later if you're patient. But that's my thoughts on this. Obviously, people value different things differently. We don't have a new ship, I'm assuming, today. Oh, basic and trainer. I didn't think they were going to launch a premium ship the day they launched the update, but you never know. Let's see. So that's my advice on what to prioritize with your thalers and Deutschmarks. But again, if you're itching for the battleships and you can't contain yourself, that's fine. Alright, Battle of Triumph. This looks like the overarching missions that are going to last through the whole campaign. This whole campaign only lasts a month, by the way. Keep that in mind. What do we got here? Join the top 3, join the top 2, become the best. Alright, so these aren't too bad. But these are locked. This is interesting. Locked by Ensign Trials. So it looks like you got a whole series here that you're going to have to complete. then you can go on to this, then to this. So I don't know. It's too early to tell how that's going to play out. Weeklies, win 3 battles. Again, this is locked. Alright, so pretty standard campaign stuff. What's the thalers? Oh, you get 5 at a time now. So someone was saying on the Discord, perhaps it's taken these into account. That 3,435 number. That's possible. But I don't know. It's too hard to speculate at this point. What are these triple things? Are these the new boosters? Alright. So that's basically the campaign. I was going to look at the commanders for you. So if you just have Sheer. Sheer's a decent inspiration for battleships, by the way. You can keep an eye on them, but each generic obviously has like a set build. So for destroyers, you just go down the line here. Destroyers for generics, they're actually not as bad as they could be. Like, this isn't a horrible build. So if you're stuck with Sheer for the destroyers, it's not the end of the world. You could probably go with this, or this is the intended destroyer one for legendary. But Van Spee, he's decent. I had him originally. He came with the Founders Pack. Got the Battleship Koenig. Nice. Yeah, a lot of people have been posting that they've been getting a lot of them. On my Discord, some of the guys had 3 or 4 of them. So I don't know. You're always rolling the dice with the crates. I'm sure for everyone that's getting a good crate, there's 2 or 3 people that are getting nothing. So this one I didn't look at his build too hard just because I ended up getting Bay. But Spee, he's more set up for a torpedo boat commander. Now we'll take a look at the ships, obviously, but on paper the German destroyers look more like hybrid ships leaning towards gunboats, with heavy reliance on the consumables. So their torpedoes relative to the other destroyer lines look pretty weak, to be honest with you. So if you have Von Spee, I would probably... What's your other options? Yeah, you really can't set it up as a gunboat. So, I mean, Von Spee, I'd probably run it like this. And set him up as a torpedo boat and just do your best. I did end up getting Eric Bay, so I got him up to 11. You can see my inspirations. Gurren, who came with the Gremiashi, enhanced the AP, the penetration values, and Halsey, AP damage. You can see these are both gun focused, and I'll explain why in a little bit. Well, I'll explain right now, I guess. German destroyers, concealment's on the low side. Now, if you have Bay, that's going to mitigate that somewhat, make it more competitive. Like Salty Chaka, my mod on Discord and good buddy, he's spec'd it out for a pure stealth build. He's got like Swirsky up here, and his approach is different than mine. Again, I haven't played him. He's actually unlocked them all with the crates from the last campaign, so he's got more experience than I do. And if you use both of those commanders, you can get decent concealment values, but my thinking is I'm going to maximize the strengths of the lines and kind of downplay the weaknesses. This is the one I'm kind of waiting to see how it works. You're adding 2 sonar charges, and they're cycling through quicker. I think the German destroyers are heavily dependent on the sonar, so my plan is to kind of use this. But I have it more spec'd out towards the guns, and we'll see how that plays. Again, the sonar won't come into play till tier 5. We might see that as the stream goes on. I'm not sure how quick we'll be able to get through them. But this is all I got base set up for now. We'll see how it performs. How do you get legendary commander rank? There's commendations, so either get duplicate commanders in the crates, which is how I get most of my legendaries, because I almost always get duplicates in the crates. Or there's like campaign rewards that you can get, universal accommodations they're called. You can apply them to any commander. We might as well check out that crate we got just to see. I don't think there's going to be anything good in there, but you never know. And then someone posted a picture, they opened a commander crate and got a ship out of it, so... Yeah, there's nothing in there. So these German crates, that's usually what I get, is something like that, but other people tend to get ships. But yeah, I don't know. This is my build on paper. Obviously, I've played the Tier 3. You've seen a couple videos of that ship in action. If you've watched them. If you haven't, they're available. But I think that's all the prelim stuff. Let's just jump in and see how these things perform here. I don't think we had any members to shout out. Let me just double check. New members, I should say. Should double check that before we get too far into this. I mean, I just streamed a couple days ago, so it doesn't look like new members, so we're all caught up on that. Alright. So, let's see, I think it's Tier 2 the destroyers start with. Oh shit. I want to battle with the Dresden. Alright, so we would probably have to buy the Kohlberg again to get this. That's fine, there it is. Alright, V25. And we should be able to sell these Tier 1s now. Let's see if that actually works. Yeah, there we go. $0. Let's do it. Peace. So how do you actually buy the Dresden then? I think if you go to the ships. Yeah, so if you sell your Tier 1 and you want it back, then you can go here. Why would you want it back? Only if you didn't have the Tier 2. Or for some reason you want to play Tier 1. Alright, so Kohlberg. Wait, not Kohlberg. You could sell the Kohlberg too. Alright. So where's my ship? V25, there we go. Oops. Alright, so what do you guys think? I'm sure a lot of you guys are at work, and then... Oop, give me 1 sec, I gotta adjust something on my headset here. Sorry, I thought I had this all set up. There we go. Alright, we're back. So, those of you that are playing the game, though, what do you think of the destroyers so far? What's up, Sean? How you doing? I suppose we should take a look at the... Still waiting for your update to finish? Yeah, it didn't take too long for me. Sometimes the updates go fairly quick, and then it takes like an hour to copy the files, whatever that means. Yeah, so you might actually have to play a couple games to upgrade this. Alright, so loadout. And this is going to be a forward-firing torp. We don't have to look too close to this ship. We'll just jump into it. How big was your update? I can't remember the size. Yeah, the copy's really slow. I don't know. I got up. I have my thing set up to do updates when I'm like sleeping. I leave it on rest mode, and it absolutely never does it. So I have to get up, turn on the game, then it upgrades or downloads the upload or update, and then it takes about 5 times as long to copy the files as it does to upgrade it. So it took about 45 minutes. 2.5 gigs. Yeah, that sounds right. Got the Maz in the crate. Nice. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of good things about that one. I don't know. The German line as a whole sounds Or it looks pretty good to me on paper. Look at how thin this ship is. This is a really hard ship to hit. These low-tier destroyers can be... I mean, A, the low-tier guns are really inaccurate to begin with. And then... you know, these destroyers have such a low profile. Alright. So what do we got? Looks like a tier 3 battle. Mostly tier 2s. So we'll just zip right into it. Obviously, if you haven't played these German destroyers before, you got one tube on each side that fires forward, and then 2 rear launchers, or yeah, these 2 central launchers that launch both sides rearward. What's up, Stylo? Like a canoe. Let's see it. So, let me take a look. There's surprisingly not as many Germans out here as I thought there were going to be. But for players that don't know about the German destroyers, they usually won't be expecting these torps coming out the front of your ship. And low tiers, a lot of players just sail in straight lines. We're just going to see what the reload is. It's like about a 45-second reload, give or take. Bombing on him. These low tier destroyer shells really floaty, so you can get them over islands and stuff. Can make it a little harder to aim. Oh, there's Campbelltown. Weird, new spotting icon. Kind of creepy. Alright, what's spotted me? So these guys over here spot me, I believe. Yeah. So the torps on these low tier ones, really quick reloading. There it is. Here's another one. I want to see how hard it is to shoot these destroyers. They look absolutely tiny in the water. Let's see if we can hit this thing. Is he beach or what's going on? No, he's going the other way. So I don't know, obviously this tier 2 ship, unless you're a Seal Clubber Extraordinaire, you shouldn't really plan on playing too many games with this one. The tier 3 one I played a handful of times. It's a pretty fun ship. We'll check that one out after we unlock the stuff on this one. So I'm going back to base. Obviously they're pushing pretty hard. This guy's actually leaving. I don't think we're going to be able to hit that destroyer. What's up, Jawad? Alright. So, I mean, the keys with these, you just want to get a bunch of torps in the water. Again, a lot of low-tier players aren't going to take a whole lot of evasive maneuvers, so if you get them roughly on the indicators, you're usually going to have a fair amount of success. Alright, and I think we got someone spotted. I'm just gonna smoke here, pop the guns. Now these German smokes, we'll take a look at the line as a whole as we go, but in general the smokes on the Germans are going to be fairly short duration and not very wide in terms of their coverage, so this guy's broadside. We'll test out the AP in this one. He's Holberg's tier 2, right? That one can't torp me. Oh. Let's see if we can hit this bugger. That's a tough shot. But it can be done, apparently. I mean, ideally you want to aim it so you can hit the front of that ship. It's a little bit bigger. Man, that's a tiny profile. Oh. Yeah, the smoke's already done, so I think that's going to be kind of emblematic of the line as a whole. Kind of slower turret traverse, really strong AP. Once we get into some of the higher tier ships, we'll take a look at the stats a little bit more closely. Oh. And the town's low, let's just get rid of him. There we go.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
Oh. Yeah, really slow turret traversing this.
Engine room activated.
Which, again, I think that's kind of how the ships are going to play it. Alright, we do have someone in our cap, and obviously you don't want to trust your teammates. Okay.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Yeah, that's just low tier play. People are generally going to sail in straight lines, so I just normally just shoot the torps at the indicator, and you hit them a lot more often than you would think you would. And they're down to one ship anyways, so that works. Admiralty should be permanent. I don't know. I mean, it's if you think about a tier 7 premium for 2,500 doubloons, it's $10 for a tier 7 premium. Compared to the normal pricing, that's pretty reasonable. Plus, you get a lot of other things. What's up, digital car guy? Jay the Cat, what's up? New spotted icons, Illuminati confirmed. Jimble Tool, welcome aboard. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We got the V170 T22 in Gaeta. Nice. Get a new tier 7 to get the Iowa, Baltimore, Megami. I don't know, those are all pretty good. I guess the first question is, are you more into cruisers or battleships? And after that, I don't know. I mean, Baltimore and Megami are two of my favorite ships, but kind of play completely differently. Alright, hold still there, Chief. You go!
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
Alright, so let's see what we got here. Oh, none of the campaign stuff's gonna count for probably till tier 3 or 4. German battleships, I don't have any. We can play a Scharnhorst game later, but tier 2, I'm just gonna boost through this. I don't really have... Oh wait, I don't even need to boost through this. So that's the tier 2. I already got the tier 3. We can play a G101 Alpha 2. If I die early in a game, I'll pop in and play that one. Another tier 3. This ship, the G101 was in PC version, I believe, and then this was an Alpha reward ship. If you guys haven't seen me play that, it's a fun destroyer. Here's the V170. Yeah, that's nice. We don't have to boost through the tier 2. This is the only ship I got out of the crates. I think I opened 10, 12 maybe crates. I think you go with the Megami. Yeah, the Megamis might be my favorite ship in the game. I don't know. I would put double steering gears on it. You need to be able to dodge shots. If you get shot in the side, you're gonna cry out in pain. But that's a lot of fun once you figure out how to play that ship. There's an Ensign Award. Yeah, we'll take a look at it again. There was like ensign, captain, and admiral level missions, I think. Got a duplicate Dewey, nice. Did his mustache get a little bit bigger? Alright, so V-170, same idea, obviously a little bit more of a profile on this ship.
Starts.
But it's still not an easy shot. Again, you have this forward firing thing. Tier 2, Tier 3 of the forward firing tubes. A lot of fun. Watch the aiming guide. Nice. Yeah, it's tried and true, man. A lot of people are turned off by it because there's numbers involved, which I understand, but the more you practice it, the less you're actually doing any calculating or anything. And the equations involved are simple addition and a little bit of dividing by 2, so... Wax mustache, nice. But yeah, I mean, in terms of accuracy, that's how the game works. So if you actually want to, you know, I mean, that's how the computer is calculating the shots, is using that formula. So I find it to be quite effective, and I do recommend it. But there's a lot of really good players perhaps that are better than me that aim just on feel alone. So I'm definitely not going to knock. Who the hell is that? Oh, Yubari. Hello, Governor. Alright, so this is a problem. This might be one of those quick matches I was talking about. Alright, that was lucky. The problem is if you get busted engine like this, you're just going to drift forward. Now it looks like I'm stopping here. This is actually working out, but you can have major problems if you drift past your smoke coverage. We're going to switch to AP and check this angle out here. Because the AP shells on these German destroyers are absolutely devastating if you get them to sink. See if we can get them to sing here. Getting about 1,000 on that. If we can hit that superstructure. This guy's stopping. Alright. Oh shit. I think we're alright. Here's a Yubari. That's a lot of it's going to come to. Oh shit! We're already. Yeah, the smoke on these destroyers is really, really short. That's something I'm not used to. I mean, you gotta almost. We'll check the values, but that was close to like English level or Royal Navy level timers on those. What is this guy doing? I don't understand why people feel the need to park right or drive right behind me all the time. It's like, look at the size of the map. You got a lot of room out there. The problem I have with it is sometimes I'm undetected and then they're shooting at the guy that's detected behind me. And because people aren't very good at aiming, they end up shooting me by accident. Alright. Other currency type dollars. Yeah. I don't understand why they did that, to be honest with you. But, whatever. My turn in here, I should have waited till... There we go. I should have waited till my detection range went down to my normal range instead of turning before... You know, it allowed me to briefly get spotted there, which I don't want to do, obviously. I'd like to get rid of this Yubari, though. Yubari players... It's tough to say right now because it just came out, but in general, people that play the Yubari are usually pretty good because it's not an easy ship to play, so if they are confident in their ability to actually make it work, then usually they're pretty good. Man, I can't hit them. Yeah, we're getting decent damage here. This AP is going to be more effective at closer range, though. That might hit him. Oof. Alright. Ideally, I'd like to be torping these battleships instead of fiddling around with the Shibari, but... I want to get rid of him because he's going to spot these torps, and then I'm not going to be able to hit these shots. Again. So because he just spotted those torps, now they're not gonna. I was gonna say they're not gonna hit anything, but that guy almost sailed right into him. Yeah, my steering's busted, but because I'm in the smoke. Is he backing up? This guy's kind of a thorn in my side. Now he's pulling forward again. No, he's not. He's going backwards. There we go.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
And the ship's actually turning because of that busted steering. What's up, Battlestar? Do you like epic boosters? I haven't checked those out yet. I don't typically use boosters much. Get this guy. Oops. Let's switch to AP, see if we can do some damage on this thing. Oh, I dodged the torps. You don't want to do. Once you hit this thing, your ship slows way down, which is a major problem. Alright, I gotta get this thing out of here. Got a citadel, that's nice. Torp tube's damaged, it's not a problem, we just launched. Come on, baby. Got him. Yeah, he's still alive. Whoop. Whoa. This is a problem. Alright. Speed boost. Speed boost does help in like reversing and stuff. So if you're in smoke trying to dodge torps or whatever, it can be useful. Need this guy to die really quickly. So at this range, this AP on these guns doesn't appear to be that great. Might just be best off sticking with HE the entire time. Put the wrong turrets on the Gneizel. I think you can you upgrade it or not? Oh, did you unlock that? What is this guy doing? I didn't even know. There's a little nook that you can get like on the edge of the map. It's stuck on that island. That's interesting. Oh, we got a Danae. Now, Danaes are actually extremely dangerous against destroyers. They got that short fuse that the cruisers have. And those will all explode internally, so this guy's probably going to wreck me. But we'll try and wreck him back if possible. Where the hell did he go? Last thing I want to do is hit islands. Wow. This guy's kind of a cheeky little bastard.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Should be coming around the mountain. So you can see there, as soon as I was spotted, even though he wasn't rendered on the screen, I knew exactly where he was. Oh shit.
Engine boost deactivated.
So it's kind of slowing down or stopping. That should take care of me. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. 3 kills on that one. Yeah, we got him. 4 kills.
Enemy cruiser
What's up, Lord Jiraxis? Bought 1 crate, had the guys now. Nice. It's the twin turrets. Norris has the right guns. It's possible you can upgrade the guns. I don't know if you've looked at the upgrades yet. A lot of these German ones... Oh, and we won. I thought this was going to go on for a little bit. Alright, so... Oh, Stylo! Look who we got! Nice game there, bud. How the hell did you get a better score when I had 4 medals? That must have been a hell of a game. Recognize all never had the Bismarck style turrets. Yeah. I mean, some of it could just be for balancing purposes. So yeah, looks like we got the Thalers. Here's the Ensign trials. So yeah, all these campaign things must be tier 3 and up. So yeah, all right. So that's the tier 3. I actually really like that ship quite a bit. V170. I try not to play a whole lot of tier 3 just because it's kind of cruel and unusual. But here we'll check out the T22, which I already had ready to go because I had played a few games in this one. So anytime you get a ship out of the crate, then you keep the XP and the upgrades and stuff like that that you get on it. Alright, so T22. Main battery mod, main mid-systems mod. I don't think I have a single ship that I don't put aiming systems mod on that you can use it on. Let's take a look here. So, wait, I'll just pull up my spreadsheet. So T22, obviously lowest health because it's not upgraded yet. We'll take a look at the torps. 13,700 damage, which is the second lowest behind, or only the Farragut's lower. 7 kilometer range, 61 knots in the water. That's pretty low. Those are pretty bad torps. Reload time 34 and a half, which is a little bit. All right, no, that's the speed. What's the reload? 68. That's kind of middle of the pack. Gun-wise, though, let's take a look at the guns. T22, you got 4 turrets, 1 gun each, 105 millimeters. Those are smallest guns at the tier. Range 9. Oh, let me apply a bay. Let me see if that changes anything on this. Artillery. So we got 9 kilometers, reload 3.7. How does that? That's a quick reload, and that's actually the fastest at the tier. 14.6. So that's not too bad. That's actually pretty good on the traverse. That's the best traverse. So the really bad turret traverse doesn't kick in yet at tier 4. Tier 4 is kind of a bridge between the early tier ships and the later tier ships. So I kind of feel like, at least based on my research, it's kind of a no man's land. AP shell damage 2266, which is just a hair higher than the Farragut last time I wrote it down. I'd have to see if that still holds true, but roughly USM levels. Lower than the Gramiashi, but Soviet destroyers are kind of a different ballgame. Fire chance on this 5%, that's the lowest, tied with Farragut. So let's take these. Concealment 5.6, 2.8. So yeah, that is it's not great, not horrible. It's kind of middle of the pack too. Yeah, let's see what we can get for upgrades. Torps, hull, and then firing range. Pretty standard. Alright, well, let's try it out. T-22. Can you repeat the teleological time? What's that? 380 millimeters. Oh, the reload time? Oh, base reload was 4, which was tied with the Farragut. I think mine's down to like 3.6, I want to say. Is the audio low? The voice audio compared to the game? T-22 is decent jack of all trades. That's kind of the early scouting report I've gotten from some people in my Discord. Alright, let's turn this down just a notch. Alright, this is what the hell do we got on here? A couple of rafts in case you get bored. You can go fishing or something. Alright. So this is kind of clunky. These destroyers, when you don't have the hull upgraded, they feel kind of clunky. What the hell are we doing? What is this? Ring? Alright. Let's go down and pressure D. So tier 5 through 7, the destroyers are going to be really strong domination base capturers, basically. I think they're, at least the way I'm reading it, they look like they're going to be the strongest in the game for playing domination mode. That's when you get the sonar smoke combo. This one obviously doesn't have it. We got damage repair, or damage con, 2 smokes, 2 engine boost. But what do we got? A tier 4 game. We're gonna pressure this cap anyway, just to see what happens. Looks like we got another destroyer, B-170. Once he I'd rather not use my smoke right yet. We do have this captured. I'm just gonna leave. He's turning off now, but he was just about to get into my detection range. I was deciding, do I want to smoke and eliminate him? The thing is, I feel like my team's gonna kill him anyways. So me getting 1,000 damage and then using the smoke on him is gonna be a waste of that smoke. Again, short duration. Still kind of valuable. I mean, I think these smokes are gonna be more for disengagement purposes than offensive purposes on this line. We'll see as it plays out here, but I still don't want to be using them for less than optimal reasons, so has a big superstructure. Yeah, this is kind of a, I think it was Much Loved Guy in my Discord said it kind of looks like a fishing trawler. Oh shit. Sailed right under that plane, which is foolish. Here's the Carl. Yeah, we're gonna try and torp him. So I'd open up on these guys with the guns. I don't want to be pushing into 4 3-4 ships like this. Take a couple AP shots, so we'll see how these things do. So I'm getting that weird. It's kind of reminding me of the Nuremberg where you got that circle. Looks like my forward turret isn't firing. What is that hung up on? Where is the forward turret? It's way on the front there, so that's interesting. That forward turret's going to be tough to get on target. Looks like these guns are... I wasn't watching the actual hits, but looks like we're doing some decent damage. This is not an ideal situation. I'm just kind of testing the pen here. And we're actually getting some damaging shots, even though he's coming straight at us. That's interesting. But yeah, there we got almost 2K. Yeah, these are looking like decent salvos here. Let's see if we can hit the Citadel at all. Yep, nothing there. Yeah, we got 10K damage. I don't know, that's interesting. Now keep in mind I do have Gurn as an inspiration who increases the penetration of the AP rounds. Style, you got it in game with Stylo, so you almost got into my game. Because I'm assuming he was trying to get into my game again. Yeah, let's speed boost over here.
Engine boost activated.
This Wyoming's going down. Actually, we're gonna... I hate to rely on my teammates at this tier. This guy's gonna beach himself. Alright. I might just... Nope, he did a beach. Alright. So we're gonna do one right behind and then one a little bit behind that. I'm just gonna hold off on the guns. We're just gonna see if those torps take care of them. I don't know how fast that thing backs up. I feel like that's probably gonna hit him. But I do want to get on to C here. You can see we're actually in a dead tie with the score. And he's pulling forward already, so those torps are gonna miss, but looks like a pretty quick reload on these. We're already down to 40 seconds. I'm gonna start applying the pressure on the cap. He's gonna try to respond like, oh, we got smoked. Alright. So that solves that problem. I was gonna say he's probably gonna pull forward once he sees us capping and try and intercept me. And by the time he got closer, we'd have a pretty nice short-range torp shot to finish him off. But, alright, so we got two guys way off in Timbuktu up there. So this team could easily swing around and hit B. I don't know, this is the classic going around clockwise. So I'm going to try and... I don't like to go through the center here. But I think I'm going to take that risk once we capture. I want to kind of get in front of these battleships, hit them. Ships are a lot easier to torp from where they're going. So this Iron Duke, Koenig. Oh, we got a German guy over here. You know, if I come around to like right here, they actually have a destroyer on that map too. Oh, and here's this guy. Shit, I got AP loaded. Alright, this could be the end of this. Actually, these AP rounds are doing pretty decent. Oh, shit. Wow. Getting beach might have actually saved myself. Let's see. That was kind of lucky. Here you go. Alright, no comment. That was all planned out perfectly. You guys aren't in this game, are you? No? Okay. Tactical beaching, exactly. It's a lot of training, skill, general wherewithal. Alright, so this guy's... I'm going to be in his... He's in my detection range, so as soon as I come around here... He's already captured. I should wait till my torps are loaded. I think they got a destroyer in here too. He's probably going to spot me first. Do they have the destroyer here? Yeah, the destroyer is currently unspotted northwest of A, but he was in B first. That capture point was being captured before that battleship got in here. So ideally that battleship's coming right around the bend here. Looks like this guy's so far out of range, he can't even spot this guy even if you... I think the... Yeah, there he is. Shit. This thing does not want to turn.
Critical engine damage.
Alright. Yep, those torps coming. Not much I can do there. Well, at least we got him. Who was that? The Bayern? No, they don't have a Bayern. What do they have? Koenig. Yeah, whatever. It's okay to minimize the browser. Yeah, that's fine. That's what Stylo does. He tries to play with me, but he's always very good about it. He minimizes the browser, turns the sound up. I don't mind if you guys want to try and get in my games if you play it like that. I'd appreciate it if you didn't just try and get in my games and then watch the stream and kind of cheat, because that's not going to make it fun for me or you or anyone else. But, yeah, if you guys get in my games and you minimize the browser, that's fine. Hey, Ramit's back. How you doing? So we don't really have... I guess we can play other ships while we're waiting for this one. Because we can't really skip forward anymore. Alright, why don't we check out the Scharnhorst. I'll show you my battleship build. Obviously I don't have a lot of points in this guy yet, because I don't have any points, but I did get Celiacs. What would my inspirations be? My intended inspirations are Takagi and probably Von Hipper. I'd have to play around with it a little bit more. But here's how I currently have it set up. He's kind of the brawler. Obviously just a level 7. I had Sheer, and then at the end of the campaign I got Bay and Celiacs out of the crates. And I was feeling so spicy because I actually got 2 commanders that I bought. They had a solo German commander crate, and I got Luchins out of that. So I went from having 2 German lines that needed commanders to actually having all of them. So that worked out pretty well. You got the Tirpitz? Nice. Yeah, that's a couple people I've heard of so far. We've been playing low tiers so far, so I haven't seen it yet. We might see one in this game. We'll see. Very squishy. Super easy to Citadel. That shouldn't be... I thought I had a turtleback. Unless you're shooting in long range. Interesting. Yeah, if you missed it earlier, I am currently taking replay videos. I'm going to do like a replay. I'm planning on doing a replay series where I kind of analyze players' games and give them tips to improve.
Battle starts.
But to do that, you would have to join my Discord. The link to that is in the description below, so if you're interested, you can join there, and then you'd have to put it on like YouTube or like Google Drive. Something like that, so I can download the video, and then I'll make videos from there. You're currently updating the game. It shouldn't take too long, hopefully. What do we got? We got a tier 7, no Tirpitz. Oh. This new spotted icon is just kind of creepy. Yeah, I don't really like what it... feel like I wasn't paying attention for a second. So here's a good way to get people triggered is to play the Sharn Horse at long distance. The thing is, you got to play it at long distance to start until... What am I going to do? Charge this guy and just get smoked by that Iowa? This actually looks like he's going kind of slow. Now whether you should be using HE or AP at distance, you can debate that. Like when you barrel in with the Pensacola and die in 30 seconds. Whew. Yeah, that's not recommended. Pensacola should be played at long range so you can dodge the shots, you can utilize the concealment. I think it might have been, I don't know what I was watching, but some Pensacola, maybe it was someone on my team after I died one game or something, but Pensacola was like rushing the battleship to duel them up close and personal. It's like, what's your plan, you know? Alright, let's see, this guy's stopping. Nothing. Ooh. I don't think that Iowa likes the cut of my jib. Shit. There we go. King George, HE is really effective against Sharn Horse, and King George is kind of the king of HE, obviously, so it's kind of not a great matchup for the Sharn Horse. You're not getting the Tirpitz till it's fully released. Yeah, I know people are itching to get it. Some people went ahead and got it this morning, which is cool. But I'm confident I'll get it within about a month, so I'm not going to personally spend any more money than got my Torps. I'm not personally going to boost it, but I'm not going to rag on anyone for doing so if that's what they want to do. Like Bismarck, for instance, got it. He's been jonesing for the German battleships. This is a horrible game. All I want to do is play my German destroyers. So, luckily we won't have to wait too long. We got 3 destroyers on their team just kind of pushing in really aggressively, and nobody's really doing anything about it. Ooh. That one hurt. It's the most expensive free game. Yeah, it depends on how you want to play it. I mean, you honestly, you're gonna have a lot of fun playing it for free, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, do you need a premium ship? No, I mean, you can load into a free ship and have just as much fun playing that, so. Is the Vanguard any good? I really like it, but most people hate it. If you play it really well, then yeah, it's good. If you play it like an average player, then it's not good. It's not going to work for you. Yeah, I mean, buying the Admiralty every campaign, it's $10. Like if you were old enough to play games in the arcade, you could spend $10 in an hour. Well, maybe not an hour, but playing a quarter a game. I don't know. $10 basically to back the game for a month. Or if you don't want to pay $10, then you're not really being negatively affected.
Torpedoes, get ahead.
Why does that not surprise me? This guy's wanting me dead. Alright, let's get back to the destroyers, huh? That was a dog shit game.
Is taking the lead.
Brutal. Loved Arizona. Yeah, that's a good ship. Alright, let's see. So it's actually we'll probably be playing the T-22 for a little while here. I want to get the hull upgraded first. I think most people would be inclined to get the torps upgraded for most destroyers. But for me, again, the destroyer or the German destroyer torps are kind of the secondary armament on these ships. Hulls, you got to remember, you're getting more HP, which is going to help with gunfights. You're getting better rudder for sure, and sometimes there's other hidden stat boosts that affect some other stats too. Why does the Terp look so squished? I haven't even actually looked at the ship yet. Maybe we should take a look at it. Have Lee on her. Yeah. Yeah, for those of you that didn't hear, I actually got a USN Battleship Commander. I do have Lee as well, so... At first I wasn't too jazzed about that, but I've actually been enjoying my time with Lee. I'll be doing a Brawling build Iowa video sooner than later. Once we kind of get through some of these German destroyers. The accuracy is still kind of frustrating on those USN battleships with Lee, because he really doesn't have anything to affect the accuracy of the guns. So like Dewey, you know, that part of the battleships can be frustrating, but the difference is, you know, you get your heals and other kind of stature increasing perks on Lee that, you know, durability perks, I guess. So here's my thoughts on early torps. What is this? Tier 4 game. I mean, this. Oh, we got a kamikaze. Like, this guy might continue barreling in, it's possible, but usually cruisers are gonna turn at some point. This guy... This might not be the best example to point out what I'm talking about. He just seems like he's gung-ho. But I'm assuming he's gonna turn left, you know, so why don't we just shoot it? But he actually might just be sitting there. Alright. Now, I'm inclined to shoot my guns at him, but I'm assuming there's other destroyers here. And I could easily pop the smoke. But I would like to save that. See, if this guy's gonna smoke here, what is the point? Like, I was hoping he was gonna smoke, start shooting, so I could kind of spot for him. I don't understand these destroyers that waste their smokes like this. Alright, here's the destroyer that spotted me. Where is he? Sorry, I'm straight up just getting outspotted. Alright. There he is. No, that guy can't spot me, can he? Yeah. Alright.
Critical engine damage. Smoke generator. Problem.
Cormagsburg's got a sonar. This is a massive problem. That ship can actually shred me. God damn it. You don't understand guys that shoot torps at nothing. Fuck, that's two dog shit games in a row. Let's check out the G101. Bought 3 commander crates. Got Sims, Takagi, and a dupe. Yeah, that's... Sims and Takagi are both... Well, Sims... I don't know, yeah. I'm starting to think that both commanders for both sets of battleships are viable. Sims and Takagi are the ones I'm more inclined to be interested in right off the bat. But Kondo, I think is the other guy's name. Once I get a surplus of some promotion orders, get some of these new commanders up to speed, I'm going to put together a nice concealment build on him and see how that performs. I think it's going to be better than a lot of people would think. I don't know, I gotta think about this tier 4 destroyer, because I mean it's a bridge, so it doesn't have the sonar, but it's going against ships that do. Man, that Königsberg was aggressive. You know what? I guess looking back at that game, I should have just popped the smoke and started bombing on that guy, because I didn't even think about him having sonar. But if you get a ship that sonars you like that, close range, and I should figure out what the sonar is on these German ships. That was an aggressive play. I don't know, it's bold. What do you know about the commander with the citadel protection? I do have him. I don't think that's that useful. What is it, 5 or 10%? I don't know. I'll take a look here. Commanders. Decrease damage to citadel by 4% at level... I think that's level 8 I have him at. So 4% of 1,000 is what? 40? Is my math good or not good? So 400 damage on a 10k citadel. I mean, is that worth an inspiration to you? I don't know. I've never tried him out, so I don't know how it plays in practice, but in my mind, if you're taking a citadel shot in a battleship that's going to hit you for 10k and you save 400 damage off that, it's not enough to justify using the perk slot in my mind. But again, I haven't actually tried it out, so. Good night, it's not dog shit. I mean, I think most ships in the game should be fine. You just gotta figure out how to play them. A lot of times, are these guys just sitting here? What the hell is going on? Yeah. I mean, this one's shooting. What is going on? That guy might have disconnected. No, he's shooting too. What the fuck are these guys doing? Alright. Not a traditional strategy. So at this range, these AP shells aren't doing anything. Got a little bit of damage there. I don't know, these low tier games, man. I'm not saying the players at higher tiers necessarily play well, because a lot of them are just as baffling, but sometimes you just don't know what's going on. Here's kind of my advice in terms of playing this game. I'd say you should play the game as though your opponent is going to do what you would consider to be the right play or the strong play. And then if they surprise you and play what you would consider to be like a not so strong play, then you've erred on the conservative side. Whereas if you assume everyone sucks and then they surprise you with a good play, you're more likely to die from that than if you assume someone's going to play well and then they play poorly, then you'll be pleasantly surprised when they're not able to do anything. This guy is extremely inclined to stop in like the most easiest ship to kill in the game. That's bold. I wish my AP was a little stronger in this, I would have sunk him. Yeah, a lot of these ships, guys, are going to have multiple gun packages too, so I would recommend trying them both out. Just because the one's considered an upgrade doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be better. It's nice to have the options, though. I mean, from what the feedback I've gotten on these destroyers, at least, is the upgraded guns are pretty solid, but I'd always recommend trying stuff out. Like, even if I say something works or someone else that you trust says something works, still try it out for yourself. You know, commander builds, the whole point of them is to get, like, a system that works for you. Not just because it works for me doesn't mean it's going to fit your playstyle. Same thing with ships, you know. For every single ship in the game, some people say it sucks, some people say it's the best ship in the game. You can't go by what other people say, you gotta just try it out. Now you can have people whose opinion you trust and put a little bit more weight into that, which is fine, but at the end of the day, you're not gonna know until you actually try it yourself. Alright, this isn't going well again.
Critical engine damage. Smoke generator started.
Main turret critically damaged.
See how these low profiles,
Smoke screen set.
this guy's actually playing pretty well. And because I'm broadside here, there's a high chance I'm going to get torped. It's just my maneuverability is suffering at the moment because of these damage. Oh, we do have damage cons back. Yeah, those are the torps I'd been expecting. Ideally, if you're in a smoke sitting like this, you want to get more. The steeper the angle you can get, the more likely you are to survive those torp salvos. Looks like we're getting multiple destroyers over here. Who the fuck is spotting me? Oh my god.
Critical engine damage.
That's the end of this game. Winning or buying the Tirpitz, I'll just unlock it the traditional way. Haven't fixed the the PSN banner bug. What's that? Where you're getting the levels? So-called Cruiser Hunter, she's crap. Which one? Do you not think the Sharn Horse needs a buff? No. I think the Sharn Horse is pretty strong. As you can see in my last game. Oh, I hope it's not going to be one of those days where I can't play well. No, I think the Sharn Horse is fine. You gotta, the key to the Sharn Horse is you gotta like push, but you gotta know when to push. It's inherent with the German battleships. They're all going to be inaccurate. That's just part of the life of the German battleships, as far as I know at least. Ybarli's definitely the best ship in the game. Yeah, that's the popular opinion online. Most people consider the Ybarli to be the best. Yeah, you like the Pensacola. Most people hate the Pensacola because it's really tough to play. Let me rephrase that. It punishes mistakes very easily. So, Sharn Horse is thicker belt armor than the Iowa. Yeah, the Sharn Horse is definitely made for brawling. You got a Citadel on the Sharn? Nice, David. I don't know if I've hit a Citadel on one of those yet. Has now made the Congo look like a sniper. Eesh. I mean, are you running Cunningham as an inspiration? That probably would be a good place to start. Our manual secondary is coming soon. We haven't heard anything about that. They do have citadels. They're just extremely well protected by a good set of turtleback armor, which is just an extra layer of armor that's kind of designed to deflect the shells that are coming in horizontally. Alright. Arkansas FE. What the hell is that? Someone posted a picture in my Discord of a Gremiashi FE, but apparently they got the Arkansas back. What's FE? Fun Edition? Alright. So I think that smoke's right on the edge of my torp range. It looks like we're just going to try and see if we can get something on him. Nope, here he comes. So this is where the radar, or the sonars. I mean, the whole premise of the German destroyers is to rush in this situation, use the sonar, and wreck these guys. We'll see how it goes. I might free XP past some of this T-22 just because I've been jonesing to play these destroyers as intended. That guy actually backed up into the torp, which is a bold strategy. He was fine where he was. Obviously, as a torp player, you never know. And he thought, because he briefly got spotted, alright, I'm going to back up, avoid the torps that should be coming in. But little did he know I had preemptively torped that smoke pile earlier. Oh, that's a nice turning circle on that thing. Oh, that was interesting. Alright, so... do I want to give up D temporarily? I think if I reposition myself and kind of surprise him... What ship was that? I didn't notice. I think it was a V-170. I think if I let him capture D briefly... I just gotta... This is hot to handle. We got 4 ships over here. No one's supporting me. This guy behind me might be... I don't know what that battleship's doing back there, but it's not worth me dying just to prevent this guy from capping briefly. This Dene, for instance, close range. I don't want to fight a Dene in this thing. This is actually... I shouldn't even be pulling out here. This is dumb. I might be able to get some shots here, though. There we go. Fuck. Thought I had HE loaded. That's another reason you should always be checking your... You need to check the roster at the beginning of the match. You need to check your ammo selection. Because like, for instance, those of you that watched that Vanguard video that I sent Spartan Elite, the opening salvo of the game, I had HE loaded, and he commented on it like that was intentional. That was just a straight up mistake. Oh my god. Here's that Arkansas. If you notice, I shot AP the entire rest of the match, and I would shoot AP in that ship almost always. I just happen to have HE left over from, presumably there was 1 destroyer left in the game previous, so... I need to be shooting AP here. This is... I got my whole build spec'd out for this. I didn't do it. Alright. Enough reminiscing. And do I want to be rushing Arkansas? I'm assuming it's the same Arkansas build as the normal Arkansas. Arkansas's got really killer secondaries. I want to get some torps on this guy, but this situation is not allowing for it. Ooh. Looks like he's getting spanked. Nice. Arkansas is always, in a tier 3 game for sure, it's the highest priority ship. In a tier 4 game, I'd still put it extremely high, probably the highest. Brought the Admiralty back in. How do you get the Renown? What's Renown? Renown's just the points for doing the missions, I think. Keep getting duplicate commanders. Amen, brother. That's the story of my life. You got Deutsche Dewey? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cap A since I'm right by here. Actually, B's, why I'm going to get B is because that's giving them points. A I'm a little closer to, but because B looks uncontested, I can stop their accrual of getting points on that. We need to boost and get a point as well, or get a new source of points for our team. They're actually kicking our ass in score. We're only down by one ship, but they're completely huddled together in the southeast. Our team's kind of spread out in a better line over here, so I'm going to use the destroyer as intended and get some captures or some objectives. And we'll see if we can turn the score around. Has the German battleships come out yet? Yeah, they're early access, so you'll start to see them. We don't have any in this particular game, but we've seen one so far. What is this over here? Alright. I'm hoping the Yubari can kill that thing, but we'll see what happens. We just need to stop the bleeding here, because if they're going to win the game on points if we don't do something. So I'm going to get B, I'm going to turn around and get A, and then we'll duel this guy at the same time. That'll work out. And then we'll let them hang on to D. Why I don't want to go down to D is because there's 4 ships down there. I can't deal with 4 ships in this thing. This is not the best destroyer known to man. Yubari can kill anything, exactly. But this Yubari doesn't seem to be giving this ship any damage. Let's see. Despite having the most accurate guns in the game, this Yubari is having trouble. So I want to get into A, and then if we can help him at the same time, cool. What's up, JJJ? Cheeky chappy. Updates taking ages. Ugh. Alright. As soon as this guy gets... Primarily, again, I want to get A going. Even though we're now 2-1 in objectives, we're still down quite a bit. And we're down in ships, so... This Yubari... Fuck. We're going to lose this game, aren't we? What do they have? That Dene is not good. The Mutsuki I'm not particularly afraid of. He can outspot me for sure. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to win this one. This guy, I don't think he's landed. Oh, I just hit him once. There's another shot. Nice. So they're going to push C. If I can get A. If this guy kills him, which is a big if at this point. Dude, you're 3 kilometers away from him. This is just sad. Alright. There's nothing I can do about this. The game is gone? Yeah, this game. If we win this, it's going to be epic. But there's a 0% chance. If this Yubari cannot kill him, which he might be not even trying anymore, this guy can just go back and reverse all my caps, which is going to put this 100% out of reach. And this Dene is full health. Fuck. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Try and get some stealth torps in on him. If I can clip this Dene, that would increase our chances. That's the ship I'm most concerned about at the moment. He looks like he's, kill that guy, please. Motherfucker. Alright. No. Fuck. Yeah. Well. That Yubari, man. If you're not running aiming mod 0 on that thing. I mean, that's the 1% bright spot of the Yubari is it's extremely accurate. And granted, this destroyer we talked about, it's a really low profile, hard to hit, but and you'll see here we're getting outspotted. That's just a feature of the Germans. Oh, this Butsuki is actually pretty low. Again, the front turret, you got to be quite a bit broadside to get that axis. Hitting the island is not going to help.
Critical engine damage.
Fortunately, there's not much I can do about it.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
That. I think the Danae has sonar too, doesn't it? If I'm not mistaken. I haven't played the Danae in a long time, but
Problem solved, sir. Engine boost activated.
there he is. Fuck, he went that way.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Nah, this isn't gonna end well. I think that Danae's AP is extremely effective against destroyers. Yeah. Well, we tried. Have you played War Thunder ships? No. I tried playing War Thunder about... Oh, we got a milestone. I tried playing War Thunder for a couple days, maybe 9 months ago, give or take. And it was obviously a direct port from the PC. Like, the UI, is that what it's called? Yeah, the user interface, absolutely horrible. Frustrated me to no end, to the point where I just uninstalled the game. Because you have to use this touchpad on the PlayStation, which is like hyper sensitive. So just navigating the basic menu is just an absolute disaster. So no, I didn't. I thought the game itself seemed pretty interesting. I tried a couple tank games. I tried a couple plane games, but horrible interface. So I just uninstalled that game. How do you purchase this? Alright, so we got an insignia right off the bat. Got some thalers. Another commendation. Yeah, the rewards are pretty decent in this campaign. Hitting the island, save you from the Torp. I know, that's the second time I've strategically beached myself. It's actually a pro level play. I don't try and teach it just because it's not for everyone. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it's how much is the Tirpitz in cash? It's $10 if you buy the Admiralty backing and do all the missions. If you buy the Admiralty backing and then skip all the missions and get it today, like a couple of people have, then I think it's $100, give or take. I don't know. Can you still convert ship XP to global XP? I don't believe so at the moment. I think that kind of comes and goes. Ships play quite nice. Which ones? Horrible UI. Yeah, that's... I don't know. That game, it just ruined the enjoyment of it for me. Recognize all those guns aren't accurate, but Citadel's still Citadel. We got a lot of free XP. I want to save it because eventually you're going to be able to buy some ships with this, but I'm going to boost the hull and see what that does. Alright, let me write down the stats here first. Make sure I got them upgraded or updated, and then we'll see if what the hull upgrade does. So that's good. We got 9, 3.7. Just give me 1 sec. This will take just 2 seconds here. I just want to give you accurate information. Alright, 12, 5, 22, 66. Torp should be the same, 68, 13, 7, 61, 3, 4, 5, 4.5. So the rudder shift. I think my Babe build has a longer rudder shift. 5.6, 2.8. Alright, let's upgrade the hull and then I'll tell you what that does. Boost. Again, destroyers, a lot of them you'd rather do torps first. I just don't think the torps are the focal point of the German destroyers. I might be wrong, but that's how I'm intending to play them. Yeah, let's see what that did. So hit points go up to 11,300. So that's better than everything except for the Gremiashi. It's tied with the Mutsuki and slightly better than the Acosta and Farragut. So not a huge difference there. Oh, it's a 2000 upgrade or whatever from the previous. Got 9, 3.7, 14.6. So this is all the same. Torps should be the same. 68, 761. Yep. Maneuverability. Speed's the same. Circle. Rudder shift goes down to 3.2, so that's a 3 or it's a 1.3 difference there. Concealments are the same. So I don't know. That's a usually for sure you get HP, and you usually, I believe, almost always get a rudder boost, and then once in a while I think it affects some other stuff. No cam on your DDs. Nah, man. Don't want to make the game too easy. Would love to sit and watch the game, but you got to go finish. Oh, you're working? Yeah, right on. Yeah, the replay will be up to probably about an hour after the stream's done. So if you guys missed some parts and you want to check back, of course you can do that. Can't get the York to work for you. The York can be difficult because there's some drag on those shells, and understanding the shells in general is a key component of those German cruisers. So I don't know. I thought the York was fairly difficult compared to the rest of the line. Go for the concealment build on the T-22. Yeah, right now I do have the spec'd out with the sonar in mind, which is probably hurting my chances. Yeah, why don't we try and remind me after this game, and I'll respec this for the tiers 2 through 4. Here, Wargaming needs to put in a feature so for each ship you can do a custom commander build. I like to just make one build for the whole line, because I typically play tiers 5 through 7, and if I try and switch back and forth, I just constantly forget to do it, and then I'm running like a completely wrong build for whatever's going on. So that's my number one requested feature, is one, custom builds for each ship, which I know would throw off their little respecking the commanders for 40,000 blue stars, but that's the equivalent of like a third of a penny. I don't know what the blue stars are worth, but it's basically jack shit. So they could just scrap that idea. That would make my enjoyment, I mean, it would make speccing your ships so much more enjoyable, and you know, it would just improve the game. So that would be my build, or my idea. But anyway, like the tiers 2 through 4 on this would have a completely different build than the tiers 5 through 7, at least in the way I'm intending to run them. All one in T-ball games. Yeah. Alright, well, we captured C right off the bat. I don't know why that T-22, he was right on the edge, and he was spotted. And sometimes if you don't want to get in the cap to alert the other team that you're there, that's fine, but if you're already spotted, it really didn't seem to make that big of a difference. Alright, let's just start firing at him. Got AP loaded again, Jesus. I could have potentially hid behind this island and started shooting this thing too. Probably would have been the better play. What is this? Königsberg. So now he's actually attempting to cap. Oh! Yeah, that's exactly who I was trying to torp. A lot of things that look like just random occurrences to you guys that are paying attention, these are all very well thought out strategic plays. Those strategic beachings. Torping this guy when it looked like I was trying to torp him. These are a lot of high level plays that a lot of you probably don't understand. I'm completely kidding. But that, you know, I mean, if you're torping into areas where there's multiple ships, that does happen. Now, let's see if this guy can punish me. I shouldn't have gotten this close to him. This might actually... It might make me look pretty foolish after clipping him out with that torp. Alright, we're gonna go to AP now. No, he turned. We'll go back to HE. Yeah, I see your torps. There we go. So kind of got bailed out a little bit there. That's alright.
Problem solved, sir.
Totally pro. These are just high level plays that I just frankly can't explain to the masses. Yeah, this T-22 is about to pull into range again. So it's, yeah, you can get the front gun in play a lot easier if you're kind of angled forward. If you're kind of kited away, that front gun becomes really inaccessible. So you do have to keep that in mind with this ship. They're actually about to flip D, which I would prefer to not have that happen. They do have 3 ships on it though. Oh, 4 ships. What the hell's going on here? Just gonna get some torps in the water. And I want to use my smoke. We only have one guy over here that's spotting, and he's getting his shit kicked in, so I need to start thinking about running away. Unfortunately. Man, we're getting rocked again. These games have been kind of brutal today. Now that we're out of... We might briefly be detected by these destroyers depending on where they are, but I just have to concede this cap. We can potentially hit this Wyoming here. Nope. And he's not going to let me get undetected. So this match is probably going to come to an end here. Yeah, I think you're right. I think the concealment build for these, the tier 4 at least, would probably be the way to go. I mean, right now, the problem is I'm using the perk for sonar, which I don't have, so that's kind of a waste. Alright, we just gotta use the smoke.
Smoke generator started. Problem solved, sir.
Yeah, it's probably gonna kill me. Fuck. Let's see if we get him. Looks like he's turning. Team is melting. Yeah, it's... there's not a lot you can really do about it. How do you start progressing in the rewards to get the Tirpitz? All you gotta do, well, you gotta get the Admiralty back in to get the Tirpitz, but you don't have to do that right off the bat. Once you start playing, I think it's tier 3 and up, then you'll start getting, like, there's missions that are going on, and I can show you again here. Let's just take a look. While we wait for the ship to reload, we can check the campaign again. Abandon the base. Some of these games have been kind of rough today. Alright, so this is the main campaign screen, alright, so you can see I've already gotten a few of these done. And so this Battle Triumph, this one's going to be present for the length of the entire campaign. So we start off with this Ensign 1. What are we trying to do now? In one battle, hit enemy ship 4 times with torps. Alright, so that's actually doable given that we're playing destroyers, but there'll be little missions here, and then once you complete the set will unlock, and then this one. These weekly Havoc ones, these are also campaigns. Anything with these winged little dagger icons at the top there, those are campaign points. And then Thaler's, that's not related to the campaign. So these two right here are how you get the campaign points. You can see we got 50 so far. And you need quite a bit. There's 100 stages. I don't know how many you need, but let's see if it says. Boost milestone. No. Motherfucker, I just bought the goddamn Tirpitz for $100. This fucking game. Oh my god. So you need 2,475 fucking... My god, that pisses me off. So... How do I fix this problem? I might have to actually stop playing because I'm going to have to contact their customer support, and I think if I keep playing, then that's going to screw up my chances, so... I don't know. I'll have to think about this for a second. That is something I can definitely not afford, to pay $100 for a fucking ship that I'll get for free. Yeah. Alright, well, fuck. Piece of shit game. How do you not have a fucking or thing that pops up saying, do you want to spend $100? Yeah, I think I can probably still keep playing and get that sorted out later, but that is fucking pathetic. You gotta be kidding me. No, I'm not gonna play the Tirpitz, because if I play it, then I can't get a refund for sure, so... I just flat out can't pay $100 right now for a ship that I'll be getting. That's just not in the budget. I got news for you. Man, that sucks. They can probably fix it. I just don't know if I can keep playing, because I definitely can't play the ship, because if I play it, then they're going to say you already used it, and then they won't give you a refund. I think if I don't play that, they could probably... Daddy scares you when he's angry. Yeah, I'm not paying $100 for that thing, I'm sorry. Yeah. Alright, how do you even get to the customer service? That's what happened to me last campaign too, by the way. I was trying to see how much the thing cost. I wasn't planning on buying the last Admiralty backing, but they won't tell you how much it costs unless you actually buy the fucking thing. Contact support. This game is ridiculous. You need to have a thing that pops up saying, "Are you sure?" Player support. I'm sorry, this is riveting TV, I'm sure, but how do you contact these bastards? Billing. Huh. I don't know. Does someone know how you actually talk to the people? If you want to know what's in the bill, you have to pass the bill exactly. Player support, game issues. I don't think T-Con's awake right now. It's like 10 o'clock at night there or something. Let me see if he's on. Like normally the guys are in Russia, so well he's in Europe. He might, but he's not at work. Those guys, it's like their job. So after 5 o'clock your time, they're usually at home. Yeah, he's away. This is just great. Player support. The frequently asked question should be, how do you contact someone? Payment refund. No. It's not what I need. I don't know. Does anyone know how to do this? Yeah, how do I start a ticket? That's what I'm trying to do. I thought it said it cost X doubloons. Yeah, I was just trying to figure out how many campaign points you actually needed. I'm not showing you the Tirpitz. I got news for you. If I play a thing that's going to cost me $100, which I don't want to spend on that, I can't afford to spend $100 on that ship. Won't let you post the link. Where was it on the website? Account management. Maybe I have to log in. Maybe that's the problem. They're not even going to be at work either. This is just ridiculous. This stupid game, man. It should not allow you to pay $100 fucking for a ship just by trying to figure out how many points the campaign costs. That's the last time I ever answered that question, by the way. You have to figure it out on your own. I sent him a ticket before once. I don't know how I did it though. Alright, whatever. We'll just have to do it. Oh, they're on the live stream. Absolutely ridiculous. Well, if I get stuck with that, then we'll just not buy any more premium ships until I would have spent $100. Light them up in the stream. I think those guys probably playing Xbox. I have no idea how to contact these. Unable to submit receipt tickets. How about you just tell me how to submit a ticket? That would be nice. Contact support. Here we go. Yes. In-game goods. Your shady interface caused me to spend $100. Is that one of the categories? Premium vehicle restoration. No, I want to give you back your premium vehicle. Let's see, what does it say? Name of the tanks. This is World of Warships. Alright. I'll just have to worry about that later. We'll keep rolling. It's got me all frazzled though, so now I don't know if I'm going to be able to concentrate. he sailed right into it. That was low too. If you use Twitter, just tweet at them. No, it's the people that are... They have dedicated customer service people that I'm sure would be able to fix it. I mean, I'm 95% sure they should not put up a stink. As long as I don't play the ship. If you play the ship or you play the tanks, then they're not going to give you a refund. But my problem that I'm anticipating them throwing at me is like, because you've continued to earn campaign rewards, then we wouldn't be able to figure out exactly how much you were supposed to have. I don't know. That doesn't seem like a legit argument in my mind, but I could just see him possibly making it. But whatever. Yeah, prove it's an accident. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'll be able to get it worked out. So we'll keep having fun here. I'm sorry, I'm trying to not let it upset me, but I'm not spending $100 on that thing when I can get it for $10. What's up, Jason P? How you doing? Can they roll it back though? They should be able to. I mean, I'd straight up just let them reset my whole campaign progress. If that's what they really needed to do. It's not that big of an issue to me, but... Whatever. There's nothing we can do about it at the moment. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's expensive, but I mean, some people want to spend it, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with it being that high, because ultimately you're going to be able to get it for $10 if you just wait a month and you play the game enough to get the missions done. So if they put in an option to spend $100 on it and people want to do it, then more power to them, you know? It's no skin off my nose. It's the same thing with the early access. Like, some people are complaining about the early access ships. You don't have to get them, you know? I didn't spend any money on the Deutsche crates. I got the V70, 170 for free. But all I had to do was wait 6 weeks, and now here we are today. We're playing them for free. So if people want to support the game, there's different ways to do it. Like, I do want to support the game. I have a lot of fun playing this game. And, you know, if nobody spends any money on the game, they're just going to make it go away. So I don't have any problem spending the money on it, and you can having different options on how you choose to spend the money, and it's fine. And having the option available so you don't have to spend any money if you don't want is also fine. If you want to play this game 100% for free, that's awesome. You know, you don't have to feel bad about not supporting it, because there are people that are supporting it. So because there's all these different options, then it's not a big deal. But it's just, for me personally, how I'd rather spend the money on is premium ships, premium time, and that's pretty much it. The Admiralty backing, which is essentially a premium ship. I don't personally just want to spend money on getting stuff earlier. Give the devs some bullshit. No, if they can't fix it, then I'll maybe cause a little bit of a stink, but until that actually is the case, I'm not gonna start, you know, attacking anyone or doing anything like that. I haven't even asked for them to fix the problem yet, so how can I be mad for the problem not being fixed? I don't like that interface. That's twice now that I've accidentally bought things on that campaign screen, and I don't know why there's no... Maybe I'm an idiot. I mean, there's a strong possibility that that's the case. But it seems like, for me, it's a little too easy to accidentally spend the money on that screen. But, again, maybe I'm just... Jim O'Toole, do I know who you are? I think you're Jim O'Toole, as far as I remember. Oh, you're asking if I would... Or you're saying I should be doing that? No, I don't have any more pull on these guys than anyone else does. Koenig, alright, so we did our 4 Torp hit there. I actually got 5. We got a flood on him, so he's dead. I'm just going to completely leave him alone. I believe he damaged Khan an earlier Torp salvo, so... we need to start focusing on this game a little bit more.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
Alright, so dude by B needs to capture B. Here's another Arkansas FE. What are these things? Is this in the store right now? Or are these... This must be super testers or something. What is FE? Does anyone know? Yeah, exactly, Jay the Cat. That's 100%. All they need to do is put that in there. You know? Because all I wanted to do was check how many of those little campaign things it takes. I was just trying to answer someone's question. Not trying to spend $100 to get something that I'll get for free, or $10, you know. Founders Edition? Yeah, that's probably what it is. But my Founders Edition ships don't have FE on them, I don't think, unless they changed it today. Are the Japanese destroyers the strongest and the best in the game? I don't think there's any ships that can be considered the best. It kind of comes down to how you play them. I'd say the Japanese destroyers are extremely strong. They have the strongest torpedoes in the game. Does that answer your question? Am I sponsored? Well, I have 2 ways to monetize it. There's, you can join, which is the memberships. That button's next to the whatever button. It's down below the screen there. That's what used to be called sponsors on YouTube. Alright, we need to get B. I don't know what's going on with my team here. Actually, there's only 2 ships left, but we're still down on points, and you never know.
All stations reporting the
And we got a full health Arkansas and a nearly full health New York, so if we lose this game, that'd be absolutely ridiculous. But I'm still going to capture B just because it's the right thing to do. We need a video on the cheapest way to acquire the Tirpitz. Yeah, just do what I did. No, that's the most expensive way. The cheapest way is to buy the Admiralty backing and then complete every mission throughout the following month, and then you'll get it for $0 above the cost of the Admiralty backing, which is roughly $10. Their torps do the most damage. I mean, yeah, that was kind of a joke. They do the most damage, but like, for me, how do you compare like the USN destroyers to the Japanese destroyers? They're completely different play styles, both extremely strong. The UK destroyers, I'm not personally as good at those, but I'm sure for a lot of players those are the strongest. You know, it's just personal play style, personal preference. Should have been a 2-step process to confirm and payment. Yeah, I 100% agree. That's why, and like I said, that's the second time that's happened to me. So I was, in the end, buying the last campaign's Admiralty back. It wasn't the end of the world. $10 isn't horrible. I would, at the time, I wasn't necessarily going to buy it, but there's a decent chance I was going to. There's a 0% chance that I was ever going to speed up that Tirpitz from day one. Not a chance in the world. That never would have crossed my mind. Lots of grind to get the 100 levels. That's fine. I mean, I'm gonna. What else am I got going on? I'm gonna be playing the game and making videos anyways. So, I mean, again, if you want to buy the Tirpitz on day one, more power to you. That's not a problem. But I had no reason to do it. The only reason I could think of is because I'd be like, oh, the first to get a Tirpitz video. But I'm not gonna recoup $100. Even if I had. To get $100 back, I'd have to get about 1 million views, which is more than everyone who plays this game times 100. British destroyers, you can arc individual torps, yeah. Yeah, someone said they've seen like 4 or 5 Tirpitzes a day. Oh my god, New York. Nice block. I'm just gonna start shooting, I guess. since they're gonna ram each other. Oh, we got a Dewey in the game. There we go. Nice job, Dewey. Yeah, if you guys all watch the video 1,000 times, then maybe we can recoup that cost. Lots of misclicks. No, I think a lot of people actually are just trying to get the ship early. I know that a couple of people in my Discord were itching to get it. That's a decent little T-22 game. One I was completely distracted throughout. But we'll get it sorted out. I shouldn't be focusing. What's this crate up here? See, this is what I'm worried about. Now, if I open this, because this was a campaign reward, these are the pitfalls that I need to avoid. I can't upgrade any commanders. Like, I could see them being like, if I even upgrade a ship, they'll be like, well, you spent credits that you earned in the campaign. I mean, that would be really dickish. I can't imagine they do that. But what else can I do? I for sure cannot open that crate. I got premium time. What else? Let's brainstorm. Yeah, I should try and sort it out. You're right. He was in the game with Sailor Robin and Phil. Nice. Yeah, I should probably send in the ticket now. I think you're right. How do I send in a ticket in this game? This is ridiculous. Oh, here it is. Create the ticket. Alright. Name of the tanks. It's the Tirpitz tank. Describe my issue. To check how many campaign points. I think it's just the one crate, right? Well, obviously, I only have one, so I think there's just one commander crate throughout the whole thing. Let me write that down. Yeah, there's just the one commander crate. But like Thalers, I can't spend any of those if I go spending that crap. Commendations, I can't use. Promotion orders. So hopefully they can get this fixed in the next couple of days. Otherwise, I'm going to kind of get stuck here. I'd appreciate a refund. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, and it'd be nice if they could do it today, but I don't think anyone's going to be working by the time they get this. Alright, let's see what happens. Choose files to upload or drag and drop them here. Maybe, well, if they get back to me and say they want a video, I'll just send them the stream. Alright, let's see what happens then. Cite the stream and the time. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if they need it, this thing, it'll be like fully uploaded later today. So, have you ever seen a secondary score Citadel hit? I haven't personally. I don't think so. What happened? I accidentally unlocked all the levels. I was just trying to figure out how many campaign points he needed. Someone was asking me about. So that's the issue. The progress is stunted until it's sorted. Yeah. So I mean, hopefully they can take care of it in like the next day or so. But if for some reason it dragged on, then I'd almost have to stop playing for a while. So I don't want to accidentally spend any of the things that I got. Otherwise, they're just gonna say that you know, I've been spending the rewards, and then I'm just trying to get some buyer's remorse refund or whatever. Secondary is Ken Citadel. That's interesting. I've never seen it happen, but it's kind of cool. Alright, so we got the torps upgraded. Torp speed. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, that's what sucks, though. What's happening is, like, now my... Is this stuff even calculating now? Oh, yeah, so this is still going on. But I might miss out on these, so I might end up having to spend some doubloons down the line. I mean, I'd rather spend a little bit of doubloons than 50 million or whatever I accidentally spent a minute ago, but... Like, I already missed out on 25 points here that maybe they can sort out, maybe they can't. So I don't know, maybe I should just stop playing the game for a while. Whatever. Fuck. It's ridiculous. Let's see. Alright, let's keep rolling with the T-22. Saw your Koenig secondary hit a Citadel. Wow. You did buy most of the last campaign intentionally. I mean, that's fine if that's what you're trying to do. I just can't afford that, you know? You spent them, it says early access to German DDs. Did you spend them prior to this morning? No, I don't want you guys to try and cover the cost of that. Hopefully they can just get it sorted out. I mean, I appreciate the support, Jim, but... Upgraded torps at better range. Yeah, we should have checked the stats. I think, presumably, they had a 1 kilometer boost to the speed, but normally the torps range isn't listed. We'll check that after this game. No, I can probably play. I mean, I got the day off, so we could grind this, basically, so we might as well just do it. They just need to fix that, man. There should be a confirmation screen. It should not be that easy to spend $100 on something that you can get for free. In my opinion. Upgraded torps do a better range. Oh, sorry, I already read that one. Yeah, remind me though after this match, we'll check. Alright. So we got Tier 4, Costa Wakefield. I think like the Königsberg is probably the biggest threat to the ship, just because there's the sonar. Maybe I'm scarred from that one battle that happened earlier, but... let's see, those guys are in my firing range. So, like, do I want to shoot at that guy? No, because these two are in my white circle. So, good. And this map is tiny, by the way. Holy shit. I thought I had a couple of minutes worth of sailing. I'm almost about to hit this island over here. So we got 40 seconds left. I'm just going to close in on this guy and torp him. Otherwise, I mean, I'm kind of stuck over here now anyways. You don't know how to send super chat money? I don't either, to be honest with you. I think you can... Oh, it's under the say something bar. There's like that little gray money box. But like I said, don't feel like you need to cover that mistake. I'll get it worked out. Otherwise, my next 20 videos will be nothing but me just complaining about this game, so... I'm sure everyone would love to see that. Diamond crusted camouflage for the ship. What? No. I'm just concerned about accidentally using something that I got in the campaign. Otherwise, if I don't use the ship and I don't use any crates or anything, then... Oh man, that guy hit me hard. Not as hard as that, but he hit me pretty hard. The credits, they can't really say I use campaign credits to upgrade the ship because I have like 38 million or something like that. You know, I had enough to cover every ship. Let's light this guy up. I had plenty of credits, so just because I'm spending credits that I don't even know what you get in the campaign. It's like 200,000-300,000. But they're fungible commodities, so it'd be absolutely ridiculous if they tried to make that argument, which I don't think they would, so I'm sure it'll be worked out, guys. Let's just not worry about it. Alright, we got that old boy. Man, this is a rout on their side. We haven't had any, like, good competitive games, really. Nikolai coming in hot. Alright, I appreciate that a lot, guys, but I don't want you guys to donate just to cover the cost of the Tirpitz, or we will get this fixed out, or worked out. But I really appreciate that support a lot. That means a lot to me.
Much obliged.
Alright. So the rest of their ships are all bunched up. Thanks, Jim. I appreciate it. What's DDK? That's a good question. Probably, oh, Danish Koners. Whatever it is, it's greatly appreciated. So thank you very much.
Our victory is in sight.
This map is absolutely tiny. I really enjoy this map for whatever reason, but I just wish they'd make a bigger version for the higher tier ships. You watch Spartans complaining. Have you seen how much Spartans complains? No, I honestly don't get a lot of time to watch other people's videos. Between like the time it takes to play the game to come up with my own footage and then actually putting the footage and the audio and stuff like that together, it takes quite a bit of time. So I don't have a lot of time to check out other people's content, unfortunately. And I'm not here to comment on anyone else's content anyways, so... Salty Spartan versus Salty T-Bull, that's something I'd like to see. I mean, I was obviously a little bit ticked off there when that whole thing went down. Ren coming in with the 5. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. I can get a little bit... If you want to see me salty, just... I mean, I try and not get pissed off when I'm playing this game on stream, but... Normally I don't play this game with the mic because I just end up yelling at my teammates. Spartan salty on stream. And guys, I mean, imagine how many times you've played the game and gotten pissed off at either dying or what your teammates are doing or whatever. So if you get salty on stream, I can 100% understand that. Like, it takes me a little bit of willpower just to not start yelling at these guys sometimes, and even then, sometimes it'll probably still happen. So as soon as this guy turns broadside, we're going to start pelting him with these AP rounds. You can see they're getting about 1,000 per salvo, so that's awesome.
Engine boost deactivated.
You know, for a tier 4. And you've seen me play with USN destroyers a lot, where you use that smoke and park in proximity, close proximity to these guys. I don't think for the Germans it would work as well, just because the smoke is so short-lived. So if you get that close to these guys, you need to be sure that you have like support and you're gonna be able to finish them off quickly. So it's a riskier play here. Like a USN destroyer, you get about 2 minutes. What is it? Minute and a half, 2 minutes for the smoke. I think it's about 2 minutes. Set a smoke screen. Every time you play Rage, yeah, you get pissed off at it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's rage-inducing, so I 100% can't. I would recommend taking anyone getting mad at this game with a grain of salt and just assume that it would happen to you. We don't get any of these green stars in the campaign, do we? I can't imagine. They probably give you the green star flags, but I kind of want to skip to the Gaide, which is, once we get into these, let me just make sure. Oh, I finished the campaign. Sweet. It's too bad, because I would love to play the Tirpitz, but... Oh, they are giving you the green stars. Again, I had a lot of them. I don't think that would be an issue. I'm an amateur compared to Spartan when it comes to being salty. I don't know. You should see me in Tier 7 games when my destroyers are hiding behind islands or my battleships are humping the side of the map. Don't do it. Yeah, I don't know. This is a little risky. The thing is, I got enough green stars to cover it anyways, but I think the more of this stuff I spend, the less my case is going to be strong. Maybe I'll just keep grinding. You want the Bismarck and the Tirpitz? Yeah, me too. Me too. When you boost. Why'd you boost? I didn't try and boost. I was trying to tell people how many campaign points you needed. And apparently clicking on the thing is not the way to do that. Yeah, you can buy my Tirpitz. Alright. Well, it's 2,500 doubloons for the Admiralty back in. I knew that. I mean, it's the what am I saying? I was trying to figure out how many, like you get 25 campaign points per mission completed. I think they call it like, what do they call it? I don't even know what they call it. Oh, maybe it is 2,500 points. I can't even remember. I lost track in my mind how much it was because I was so pissed off about it. 100 levels, 25 points. Well, yeah, basic math would have suggested that, so maybe I'm just an idiot for even trying to figure it out. Yeah, renown, that's what they call it, thank you. Well, now you're really making me feel dumb. Yeah, so presumably it is 2,500 points or renowns or whatever you want to call it. What is this? Oh, here's the Bayern. Alright, interesting. So obviously we're in a Tier 5 match. Oh, we got a... Alright, interesting. What's the halo over the ship? That's that radio frequency location. It's part... Oh, we forgot to check the torp range, too. It's one of the commander perks. It says, show the location of the nearest ship. Basically, it kind of gives you a general idea. Like, you can see it's pointing at that T-22 right now, so that's... Even if they're undetected, it's pretty valuable in certain destroyers. Particularly destroyers that are trying to kill other destroyers. Or contest base objectives, so... USN destroyers, I like it on a lot. I think I'll like it on this build. We'll see as we go up the line. Can you explain to me how to access the German battleships? Yeah, so... right now there's these little gold coins. They're called thalers, and you're gonna get them by playing the campaign either for free, or if you buy the Admiralty backing, you'll get additional ones. And you'll also get them for daily rewards just for playing the game. And so these thalers, if you spend 40 of them on what's called a German crate, that'll give you, I think it's roughly 1 in 10 from what I've seen the feedback on, but we have no idea what the odds actually are. And so if you open these German crates, potentially you could get the German ships currently. Now, if you wait a month, you'll have access to all of them without spending any of the thalers. So it's up to you whether you want to spend those on the ships or a chance for the ships to get them early, or if you'd rather spend them on like insignias, promotion orders, stuff like that, premium time. You've opened 30 and got zip. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 1 in 10's bull. I mean, it still could be the odds. You might just be having really bad luck. Like, you just don't know, and they haven't published the odds, I don't believe, so we don't really have any way of knowing. So this Byron's doing his best Iowa impression. I'm really inclined to kill him if possible. Use another T-22. See, because he didn't shoot right away, he was either trying to torp me or his guns were pointed at me. But we've kind of run out of room for him to have torped me, so... Oh, here's another torpedo tube I'm not worried about. This guy should have been a lot more worried about. That's lucky that wasn't the greatest torp strike in my opinion. Alright, Byron boy. So he's turning hard. Just don't want this guy to spot my torps. That's the one. Yeah, we need to smoke. If this guy, he probably did spot the torps. It's going to make it a lot harder to hit that Byron with. Wow, he only got one. Alright, we're dead.
Problem solved, sir.
Let's light him up with some AP while we're still alive, though.
Screen set.
I could really use some help if anyone on my team wants to shoot these guys. So this ship is not taking a lot of damage here. I don't know if it's because the superstructure is low on points. When the sections get blackened like this, they have less hit points available, and they potentially can go all the way down to 0. So you do have to keep that in mind. But I think it was just because of the armor on that ship. I don't know. We'll have to. I don't have access to the Byron, obviously, so I've never played it. But you saw that last salvo was 1500, so that leads me to believe there's plenty of hit points left in there. What's up, Mustang? How you doing? Love the T-22. Yeah, I mean it's decent. I think it's probably going to be the low point in the line, but we're doing all right with it. Couple good games, couple clunkers. Gonna go play now. Gotten you in the mood. All right, thanks for swinging by. According to the wiki, upgraded torps have half a kilometer more range. Yeah, we'll check it out after this game. I'm gonna go hit the bathroom quick. I'll be back in like 1 minute and 3 seconds. Alright, how we doing? that bio break. We want new maps, yeah, that'd be nice. The one thing I think it'd be nice if it changed is to get more maps available at the lower tiers. Which I guess is fine, but I don't like to play in lower tiers personally, so I end up playing a lot of the maps a lot less than I'd prefer to. Crack open the brewski. No, I actually got a root beer.
Our team has taken the lead.
What's up, Devil Dog? Yeah, a couple guys on my Discord said they were going to start drinking at like 6 in the morning. Be nice if they shift the spawns back some. Yeah, there's a couple maps. This one could still use a little bit of a tweak. Because there's, right where I'm pointing on the map there, right above that island, about where those two grayed out ships died, you can see a battleship there, and I think you can see one on the mirrored side. Yeah, this map could definitely use some tweaking. I think most of them they improved. A lot of them it takes a good 30 seconds at least to start being spotted. This is the worst by far. Yeah, I think this one still needs a couple more tweaks. Your Discord noob, how's that work? Discord's it's like a website or an app, so if you just go to, well, the Discord link is in the description here. That'll take you to Discord. And then basically you just join the one, I think this is an invite link. Let me click on it. Yeah, so you just accept the invite and then you're in the Discord and then you can just come up with a username, I think, and then you're good to go. So root beer, that's what Grandpa drinks. Yeah. Hopefully they speed this up a little bit. Well, let's check the stats while we're waiting. Or let's go spend another $100 on something we don't need. What do you say, gang? Let's take a look at the upgrades. Alright, so Torps. Let's see where the Torps are. Torps. 7 and 61. So now they're 7.5 and 62. So 7.5, 62. Yeah, it said, like, it listed the kilometer torp speed difference. It doesn't list the range for some reason. I don't know why they don't point that out. Let's see, I think the rest of this stuff stayed the same. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. I wish... I don't know, they should let me upgrade the ship, but I was hoping to boost through this so we can get into the Gaidi, but I just don't want to spend those stars. Look, yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna try it. What do you think? Alright, you need 34,000. I had like 440 or whatever, so that's pulling from an existing pool. We're just gonna do this. That shouldn't be an issue. Whatever. We gotta live a little dangerously. Yeah, I had those anyways, exactly, so... Alright. So this one's interesting. So you have 4 upgrades on this. You actually have 2 different sets of guns. You can see these ones are quite a bit bigger caliber, but about 30% reload, give or take. What's up, Zeb? After the early access for the battleships, you keep them. Yes, you do. So you keep everything. So for instance, I had this V170 early access. So not only did I keep the ship, but I also had the XP. I played like maybe 5 to 10 games, whatever it was, to have enough XP just to get this T-22 ready to rock. So, you know, you keep everything you get. So like, for instance, those who got the Moss, the Tier 6, they were able to grind out all the XP and have the Tier 7 ready to go. So all they had to do was basically click X and they were ready to go. when the ship's released today. Alright, so Gaide should have the radar. Let me just double check this. Or the sonar. No, it doesn't have it yet. Maybe that's, maybe that's part of the hull upgrade. Is the Tirpitz that good? I'm sure it's a great ship. I don't know. We'll find out in a month. Or if they force me to keep it, then I guess I'll play it tomorrow, but that would really piss me off. Maybe I'd find a different game to play. What do we want? Probably prop mod we'll start off with. Yeah, let's start with prop mod. Radar with the hull upgrade, or the sonar. Yeah, okay. That's what I figured. We'd miss you. Yeah, well, I'd miss you guys too, but hopefully it doesn't come to that. You have the ship. You don't get sonar? Well, they're saying, I think with the hull upgrade you do. So let's try it out. Guide, he's sick with the 150s. Yeah. That's what I'm planning on running. Well, let's take a look at the stats here. What do we got? So we got 1530/90. So that AP is already pretty blistering. Where's my tier 5s? There it is. 3090. That's with the Halsey. I think it's 3000 without Halsey's inspiration. But Mayhan, for instance, 2247. Now the reload on this is quite a bit longer. But no, it's 3.8 on the Mayhan, 5.1 on the Getty. And they'll go up to like 7 something with the gun upgrades. But we'll try them out once we get to them. I think we might as well try those first, since it's kind of the new and improved thing. Well, no, I want to get the sonar on this. We'll do the hull first. And then we'll do the guns. You're not allowed to leave us. Playing with and against a few Tirpitz players. Well, half of them are probably idiots like me that just accidentally bought it, but... No, there's a lot of people that were planning on buying it early. I think a lot of guys out there, or a lot of players out there were pretty excited about the German battleships. Which I am too, by the way, but not $100 excited. You want ships from the crates? Yeah, I do too. I'm definitely hanging on to my Thalers until I get the insignias, promotion orders, and the commander crates. And then, well, currently I have plenty of Thalers, but I hope to give them back. Alright, so this is a really long ship. I've noticed that playing against these things, they're actually, it's like a mini cruiser almost. Like that thing's the Mayoko, that's not that much longer than this. So this is a really big destroyer, which you do have to keep that in mind. What do we got here? Tier 6. Fubuki, Mayhan, Akatsuki. No radars. Open a lot of crates, no ships. Yeah. That's why I don't know. There's better ways to spend the Thalers than the Deutschmarks, in my opinion, just because you're just paying for a chance, which if you get them, sweet. For some people are having incredible luck with the ships. Some are having really horrible luck, like I would normally have. So the Mayoko, I did one torp where he was going, and then I assume he's gonna, because he's already facing this way, he's 95% chance he's gonna do exactly what he's doing. I actually thought he was gonna turn quite a bit further than he is. Look at this spread right here. What is this? That is bizarre. Is that the normal spread on this ship? That's... What the hell's going on here? Open more than 40 crates. Eesh. Oh, some spotted. Alright. So he did hit our predicted torp there, which is good. And we should be able to finish him off. Alright, here comes the AP. Let's test this baby out. Ah, you bastard. We're trying to conduct some science here, King George. Can you back the hell off, please? Got the Kaiser and the Koenig. Nice. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Some people have incredible luck with the crates. Some people have horrible luck. Same thing with the Commander crates. Like, traditionally, I've had extremely bad luck with those. Turned around a little bit about a week ago. Once I got the last campaign crates. But I still don't have a lot of key commanders that I'm hoping to get. One of the good eyes now, yeah. What's up, Hamza? How you doing? Alright, so we got B, they got A. So you don't get a lot of buffer between the torp range and the detectability on the ship. You do get a little bit. But again, I don't think these German destroyers are torpedo focused in my mind. Worst luck ever equals you, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you get the insignia, you know you're going to get the insignia, and it's already extremely rare. So, here's what you got to keep in mind: if you're out of smoke, which I don't have a smoke for 3 minutes here, I do have to play more conservatively. Just kind of waiting for these ships to get into torp range. Oh fuck! All right. And even though I'm pointing at these guys, so it's not a great position to be torped from. I don't have to be in a hurry. We got about a minute 20 on the reload for these things. Minute 15 maybe. Alright, they already pierced my detectability. So this thing doesn't turn very quickly. Now granted, I don't have the hull upgraded yet, but we're gonna start unloading on him a little bit. He's definitely tied up with whatever else is shooting at him. The problem is if he decides he wants to kill me for whatever reason, I can't defend myself. But we are about to have torp. Yeah, he's aiming at me now. What the fuck, man? I mean, I'm always preaching shoot destroyers, but in terms of this guy, actually those guys aren't that close to him. Maybe I misread that situation a little bit. Alright, whatever. I can take a shot from him. I'm just trying to get in as close as I can, and we'll just put him away. Yeah, that's fine. Got him once. I want to see how he reacts to that. And I think if we throw that there, he won't do anything about it. He's turning hard now. That could miss. I don't think so, but yeah. I let him get one extra shot in, which I didn't really need to do. Well, I needed to kill him, because if I missed that at that range, I was going to be detected for a long time. I have no one else to really support me. I mean, who knows what that guy's doing? Wants an autograph? Yeah. Not a fan of the DDs. Tag yourself, get nice now? Nice. Alright, and we do have our smoke up here. I'm assuming someone else can spot him. Let's see, he's 7-8. Oh, that's smoke. Test the AP. I have a AP focused build, so I want to see if it's actually effective. Yeah, 3K. Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. That is what we're talking about. Now he's turning in a little bit. That's going to minimize the effectiveness of this soon. But I mean, we're even an angled shot where we're only hitting one shell. We're getting 1000K on this. So this AP, like the German cruisers, you're going to want to be using it when possible. And keep in mind we have a stronger guns coming up once we upgrade the ship, so the guns on this ship potentially look like they're going to be actually extremely strong. That's impressive right there. I mean, it's not as quickly firing as like a Mayhan at this tier, but that's some solid damage there if you're hitting those superstructures. Got the mods from a crate. You're gonna love it. Yeah, trust me, I've heard some good things about it. What's up, Colin? How you doing? Wonder why they didn't put any soundtracks in the game. There's music. Nah, I wouldn't compare the artillery to destroyers. If they ever put aircraft carriers in here, then you're gonna hate those. Yeah, I got Gurren as an inspiration. I got Halsey as an inspiration. So we're boosting those AP shells as best as I can. Now, if I was inclined to spend all these promotion orders that I got, I would boost Gurren up quite a bit too. He's only at a level 8. I got Halsey at 11, which is where I want him currently. But this game, for all intents and purposes, is over. There are a couple guys cowering in the corner. Whether they get sunk or not, we're not going to be able to affect anything. But yeah, Gurren. I was inclined to put Togo in there because I want that radar or the sonar cycling very quickly. But Salty Chaka, he sent me let's see if I can pull it up. He sent me a couple screenshots of the sonar characteristics last night, and it looks like it's pretty quick cycling anyway. So as of right now, I'm not inclined to do that. But I mean, you can see there with the guns, and these are the base level guns. I mean, that's some nice damage, 3K per volley. And again, the reload on these guns is, what did I say? 5.1. So every 10 seconds you could potentially get 6. So that's 36,000 damage a minute just from shooting the guns. I mean, I don't know. They're pretty strong guns. Wonder which ship should I go with. Which nation's the best? They're all good in their own way. I'd say the British is the hardest for new players, so I'd probably pick that one later. Probably the Japanese would be the easiest one for beginners. But they're all really good. Alright, so that was a decent game. Yeah, I think I'll like this ship. Let's fire it up again. I would boost those. I would get the guns in the hull, but I just don't want to be spending a lot of these green stars with this open ticket looming over my head. Which is unfortunate because I had a bunch of free XP saved up for today, specifically for this. It says my ticket's been answered. Let me see what the answer was. You destroyed a Tirpitz with good eyes now? Nice. Although we can revert mini action on our end, this particular action cannot be reverted. Take note that we apply this policy on all the players on the server. We totally apologize for the inconvenience this may have brought you. Please be informed that we're still here if you have an issue with the game. Yeah, my issue with the game is you fucking took $100 that I didn't want to give you, you piece of shit. What a crock of shit. Well, yeah, we're gonna turn this off after this game. I'm gonna have to keep working on this problem because this is That's just a load of dog shit right there. That's my ticket to Wargaming. That's the response to it. Yeah, why can't you refund that exactly? I haven't fucking played the ship. Yeah, well, that's alright. Well, I just gotta shut this down. I have to work on this a little bit harder. Getting a copy-pasted reply saying you can't give me my fucking money back, it doesn't really seem like the best response to me, but I might be a little bit biased, I'll admit that. Smash some bricks. No. Whatever. We'll just have to keep working on it. Walls giving me a paddling. I don't even know how I would describe it as. March on Moscow? Yeah. Seriously. Nah, Jim, I don't want you guys to cover for that bullshit. I mean, that's just... They need to fix this issue. That's fucking bullshit. Like, why can't they give me a refund? I haven't done anything with their Tirpitz or anything else. What's up, Choppy Man? I'm new to the game. No, man, I'm not. Clearly, I'm not new to the game. It's live. I have video of the fucking event taking place. There's no reason they can't fix that. I mean, if they're not going to, that's one thing, but they certainly can fix it. But if they're gonna set up their fucking UI so it's so easy to accidentally buy shit, then they need to be able to say, alright, well, if you took the time to contact us, we'll give you your money back. Like, I don't know what it was. It must have been a post on Reddit or something where someone had an issue and they're like, you have 4 times per year that we can fix whatever the problem was. So this counts as one of those. But that must have been like run-of-the-mill, you know, only spent $5 by accident. But if you accidentally spent $100, then they can't fix that. That's way too much money. Thank you for the cash and goodbye. Yeah, exactly. Fuck that shit. Absolute dog shit. Boost a ship. I'm not planning on spending the real money, that's the thing. Like, I'll talk to the other guys, the community managers, and see what they have to say about it. If they're not going to fix it, then I don't know. I'll have to decide what I want to do about it at that point, but definitely would not be happy about it. I mean, I bought the doubloons a while ago, so I think it's already a process transaction or whatever. I don't know. I feel like they should just be able to fix this without me doing anything too wild about it. But whatever. You have to confirm when you spend XP but not real money. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, very shady. I mean, it's just bad UI. I don't really... If they're not intending on it being a scam, you know, I'm not gonna... Like, I'm not gonna assume the worst in terms of their motives, but... This copy-paste response that says they can't do anything about it, it's absolutely dog shit in my opinion. Way more than that. Play safe. Nah, I'm done playing. I just can't concentrate on this game right now, so we'll finish this one up. I'm sorry, I was hoping to stream for a while today, but
Engine boost activated.
you know, what should have been an easy issue to resolve, I would have assumed, is obviously going to take a lot more effort on my part than what it needed to, so that's too bad. Hamza, I don't think you want carriers. Everyone asked for carriers. I think that would be the worst thing to happen in this game, besides fraudulent payment transactions. I'm sure it was a real person. It's just a copy. It's how customer service works. You can answer a lot more tickets if you have set responses. Yeah, no one's gonna boycott the game jam, I guess. I'll contact some other people and we'll see what they have to say about it. Maybe they'll help me, maybe they won't. You're not spending more money on it. We'll see, Jody, I don't know. Yeah, let's try that AP again. Oh, fuck, we got smoked. Alright, well, I apologize about that, guys, but unfortunately, this is gonna take a little bit more of my time than I was hoping it would. So, yeah, I'll keep you posted. Yeah, I accidentally bought the Tirpitz, and then I sent them a ticket, and now they're saying they can't resolve the issue in my favor, so, which I don't believe that that's actually the case. I just think they don't want to solve it in my favor, so we'll see. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. I hope you guys all enjoy the new destroyers and potentially the battleships if you get some of those, and we'll see y'all later. Alright, peace.